Hey Clardy Wildcats! Happy Genius Hour! Okay, so I'm going to show you one way that you can start collecting ideas for your Genius Hour today. Okay, and we're going to use questions that maybe you've already seen before just to kind of spark your interest and think about what you could create or what you could become an expert on. So this is just one way that I started brainstorming. Okay, these are the questions we're going to use to start thinking about Genius Hour. And this is a brainstorm, so anything that pops in your brain, write it down. I don't want you to think about the logistics or the possibilities yet. I just want you to write down what's happening in your brain. Okay, so if you think of something, write it down. If you could learn anything, what would it be? If you could make anything, what would you make? What do you care deeply about? What are your passions? What are your interests? What nagging problem do you want to solve? So this is a problem that keeps coming up over and over and over again. What are you most interested in right now? Okay, so this could be a new interest or something that's coming up in your life that you haven't really maybe been interested in the past, but now you're like, oh, I kind of think about that a lot. Okay, I'm going to show you how I used these questions to start my brainstorm. Whoa, that was fast. Okay, so those are just my initial thoughts. And you might have noticed that I drew a couple pictures next to some of the ideas that I have. Like, you guys know that I'm really passionate about the rainforest and that I like chocolate chip cookies. So one of the things that I said is, if you could make anything, what would you make? And I said, the best chocolate chip cookies ever. And so I drew a little chocolate chip cookie there. I really enjoy doodling. Doodling helps get some of my ideas that are in my brain out on paper. So if you saw that today and you were like, man, I think I'm going to draw a couple little pictures next to my ideas, that's great. Do it. If that's not how your brain thinks or works, don't do it. Okay, so these are my original ideas. But as I was hanging out today and doing my normal stuff, I started having more ideas. And so I kind of just stuck this on my fridge, or you could stick it at a place where you could see, and I started just continuing to add more and more ideas to my brainstorm. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and share just a few things that I have in my brainstorm. One of the things that I really love to make are chocolate chip cookies. So if I could make anything, I would make the best chocolate chip cookies. Maybe I need to try out a couple different recipes, maybe I need to try out a couple different ingredients, but I think that would be amazing. Then I could share the chocolate chip cookies and everyone would love them. I would also like to make a beautiful combination of succulents. So succulents are kind of like this round plant, and some people say they're really easy to grow, but I have a horrible time growing them. They always die. And so I think it would be really cool if they survived and they looked amazing, but I think I need to do a little research and think about how to set it up, how much water they need, how much sunlight they need, but I would love to create that. You guys know that I'm passionate about eating vegetables and running, and I like to try out new recipes. Well, I've been trying out a few new recipes, and so that's something that I'm passionate or interested in right now. What nagging problem do you have? You guys know that I feel like the amount of plastic and trash in our waterways and the ocean is a problem. And we've talked about a couple different solutions, like a net or some sort of something that traps the trash. And so I put that down because that seems like something that keeps coming up. Being home, Emmett gets handprints all over the windows and the doors and everywhere. And so I wonder if there's a way that I could create something that would help, not show the handprints, or it would be harder. I don't know. Harder for him to make little smudges and handprints everywhere. So that's been a major problem. Something that's in my brain, and I don't know if it's something that I'm really interested in right now, but it seems like a problem that I keep thinking about, so I went ahead and put it down. I want to be able to go to the pool this summer, and I'm kind of worried that public places like the pool or the park are going to be closed, and so I kind of put that down as something that I've been thinking about. Okay? So today, I want you to try out collecting some ideas. If one of these questions is really speaking to you today, use that one question. If your brainstorm just needs to look like a list of ideas, that's great. My brainstorm kind of turned out looking pretty crazy. Okay? So get out there and let's start thinking about our Genius Hour.